Hello, guys. Welcome to ranking every single bagel bite. Diary of Wimpy Kid book. Let's get into it. First, we got book one. Book one, really good. It's not really the best though. I mean, like, it's the most realistic, most relatable, definitely. Why does Greg look so short? I think I'm just used to him looking tall in the newer books. The art style looks a little bit different too. Yeah, but it's one of the best. It's not my favorite though. Surprisingly, it's not. But it really starts to get good like towards the middle. But it is pretty good. I think it's really good. But I'm going to be really strict with this list. So it's not really perfect. Well, it's good. Tried their best. It's good. The introduction is a little bit long, but I like it. It takes like 50 pages to actually get into like the action, but A tier, really good. So I'll put an A tier pile, and then we'll, so currently A tier is just gonna be right here. It's gonna be right here. Okay, next we have Roderick Rules. This is our first S tier because Roderick Rules is just really good. Because the reason I think Roderick Rules is good is because it's about Roderick. Most people say the same thing because Roderick is just like probably the best character. It's funny. It's one of the most funny ones. Like this one and Wrecking Ball are the most funny. Not like I like Wrecking Ball, but I admit Wrecking Ball is funny. I like the party scene. They do it really good in the movie too. Roderick Rules is not my favorite movie. I think Dog Days is probably my favorite movie. I don't know. I just like Dog Days better. I don't know why. I just do. Don't ask me. I still love Roderick Rules. So this is, yeah, I did not think I would like Dog Days better. The Dog Days movie. But yeah, it's just really, so easy not to get sidetracked. But it's really just the first book, but more happens, and it's just good. And I love the first page. He's like, "Mom got me another one of these." Like, it's just so good. I just love it, and like all the action, all the stuff. It's just really good. It's a classic. So it is S tier. Probably top of S tier. It might be my favorite book. I think so. Maybe. Let's see. Now we have The Last Straw. This one is probably the one I've read the most. I don't know why, but in 3rd grade, I don't know. I just read it. I remember reading it in 3rd grade. I just remember reading this a lot. So I know a lot that happens. I pretty much could write a pretty good summary about it. Not like I would want to write a summary because I hate summaries. But yeah, this is also A tier. I'd say it's not as good as the first book, obviously. Like, the first book is probably like top of A tier. But yeah, The Last Straw, it's more focused on Greg's dad, and then this is the last one that actually focuses on like a family character, because there's no Manny book yet, there's no mom book yet. I mean, I guess old school, kind of, not really. This is just like a classic. Like, the first 6 are the classics, in my opinion. I'd say so. I mean, but the first 4 are like the classics, like the ones that are made into movies. Or not the long haul. Not Cabin Fever. But like The Ugly Truth and Cabin Fever, like, still pretty good, though. Yeah, this is just really good. So lots of funny moments. It's just like the first book. It's pretty much the same. It's just really good. I like it. I think I might like it more than the first book. It's good. I think I like it more than the first book. There you go. Above the first book. Okay, next we have Dog Days, which I think is probably better than The Last Straw. I don't know. It's really good. It feels the same as The Last Straw. It feels like it really adds on. I mean, the writing feels the same. It feels like the same kind of Greg. Probably because it was written in the exact same year, but, they're published in the exact same year, not written, because The Last Straw was at, like, the beginning of 2009. I just like it. It has a lot of fun moments in it. I really like it. I think it's better than the last one. It's really good. Can't take too much time on each entry because that would be a long time. Okay, our first one that's not S or A tier. The Ugly Truth. This is B tier. The Ugly Truth, it's good. Like it's a good book, but it's forgettable, and just not much happens. It's just Greg's not friends with Riley. Like, I still like it. I still think it's pretty good. It focuses on Greg's family a lot more, so I think, like, bottom of A tier, like, below the first book. Like, it's still really good, though. I love The Ugly Truth, but A tier is gonna get pretty piled up. There's only, gonna be, 3 S tier books, and oh, look, it's another S tier book. Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever is good because I just really like the plot, and it's just amazing. I just really, really like it. It's just a lot of fun stuff happens, and it's just, I don't know. It's just hard to explain. It's just really fun, and it's just good. I don't really know. It's just that I like the ending. It's, crazy. I like how they accidentally vandalize the school. It's just awesome. I don't think it's as good as Roger Crone's, though. I think Roger Crone's is better. We only have one more S tier book. Can you guess it? Anyways, next. We have The Third Wheel. The actual first B tier book. Because I hate the beginning. A lot. Mostly just the first, 10 pages. But the rest of it is, fine. I just don't like that he, I'm not gonna really... Greg it just doesn't make sense. The beginning just doesn't make sense. And then, after, page 8 or 9, it starts making more sense. Not really, though. I don't know how he remembers when he was, 1 and 2 and 3. It's Greg thought he was an only child. How does he even know what that is? How does he even know what he's doing? It doesn't make any sense. This is where Greg kind of starts to get a little bit stupid, because Greg is obviously lying about that. But maybe he's just lying about that, and that's what Jeff Kinney's trying to do here? I don't know. But yeah, overall, it's pretty good. I mean, it's fine. The beginning just makes me hate it. So it's B tier, high B tier, though. It's almost A tier, but it's just the beginning that I don't like. Whoa, where's book 8? Oh, gotta flip these over. Okay, now we have book 8, which actually... It's just, book 8's just surprisingly forgettable. I don't know why. But the beginning, I've read the beginning recently, and I think it's just really good. I like how, not Greg, Rowley has a girlfriend. Greg gets a girlfriend in a different book, which might be my least favorite book. Yeah, I just think it's good. I mean, there's not really an explanation. I just kind of remember it. I just remember really liking this when I read it in, March. Because I did, the March's Reading Month thing and read, every single book in, February and March. And I bought every book, so I kind of, that's why I have all the books. Yeah, I just think it's really good. It has really funny moments. It's pretty much just The Ugly Truth, but better, because it has a lot of family in it. And, Greg, what are you going to do with that diamond ring? I don't know. Actually, so that means there's 4 S tier books, right? Let me check the other books. I think that means there's 4, yeah. So I think this is better than Cabin Fever. Let's see. Okay, we have The Long Haul. The Long Haul is really good. I don't really get why people don't like it that much, because it's honestly really good. I mean, I guess I just really like these books. I think it's really just the movie that sets it down for me a little bit, but, I could not even watch the first, 20 minutes of the movie. I haven't watched it, because that was right after I watched the third one. I was going to watch it. It's just, you can't really watch it after that. It doesn't really feel watchable. Same with the animated ones. It just doesn't feel the same. I don't know. It's just like it's hard to pay attention to something I don't want to watch. This is like at school. If you play it at school, then it's fine. Except for the wrong hall. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it is. But yeah. The long haul, really, it's just fine. It's not just fine. It's pretty good, but it's just kind of a book. It's just like there's like a couple good moments, but I still think it's pretty good. But just B tier. I mean, it's like nothing really stands out about it. It's just a book. It's good though. I like it. Old School, another really forgettable one. The plot's good. Probably because it doesn't really have a vibrant color. No one wants to get like a black book. But Greg, like in his brand of diaries that he buys, he's kind of, getting low. Also, did you know that they actually changed the pattern on the diary? It looks like this, and then they changed it. You can't really see it on the camera, but they actually changed it. And then, of course, they started doing the crazy covers and stuff, so yeah, that's when they kind of stopped. They stopped at, I think, Wrecking Ball. Yeah, they stopped at Wrecking Ball. I like the font. Anyways, so Old School, it's really forgettable for some reason. I don't really know why. Probably because the camp part at the end is really long. And then there's like Scylla's Scratch. I can't really remember much of him. But yeah, it's just not much. I can't really remember what happens, but I think it's a pretty good book. I like the plot for it being like Old School. So it's hard to rank this one because I haven't read it in a while, but just to be safe, I'm putting it below above the first book in Ugly Truth in A tier. I just don't want to like mess up and accidentally put it in like S tier because I haven't read it in a while. It's one of the ones I need to reread, like Wrecking Ball. I probably couldn't rank it the way I could. Double Down. This one is another B tier, like definitely like the limits, like Double Down. I just don't know. A lot of people hate this book, but honestly, I think it's fine. I mean, it really stands out in this series. It just, I love the Halloween part, and I like and then like I don't like how they say like this movie part is part of the plot. Like I like the movie part, but I think it's weird that they make it say it's part of the plot, even though it's in like the last 20 pages. I think that's kind of weird. But overall, Double Down is just kind of, it's all over the place, but I like it because of that. It's just fun, I'm sure like all the ranking videos say stuff like this. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think it's better than The Long Haul. But it's just kind of a book. No, I don't think it's as good as The Long Haul. I like the ending of The Long Haul, by the way. I like how Greg's like comparing it to a choose your own adventure. Anyways, next we had The Getaway. I think it's her first C tier because I don't know. It's just nothing stands out and nothing really happens. It's Greg getting up to mischief and things going wrong on their vacation. Yeah, I'm not saying anything else. Oh, look, it might be our next S tier. The Meltdown. I think The Meltdown is my second favorite book. It's only because of the snowball fight at the end. I mean, it's just good. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about The Meltdown much. Or I don't really have much else to say about it either. So I think that's like the end of the S tiers, and we're beginning to start at the downfall. We already got to the downfall, but, downfall started. And then this is like one of the worst ones. Okay. So this is Wrecking Ball. And let me just say what I hate about it. The ending, I hate how Greg doesn't end up moving because of the hot tub falling through the roof. I think that's just stupid. He should have moved. And, like, it's actually really funny. I actually, like, laughed at some of the parts. That's, like, the only good thing about this. And then, like, it's just a book. Like, it's just reading, It's just like, reading. That's kind of it. Like, there's nothing. Nothing really happens. This doesn't make the story progress at all. I mean, it kind of does, because in the deep end, it starts with them in their grandma's basement, because their house is a little bit broken. But, like, nothing explains how they got their house back, does it? I mean, in Big Shot, do they? No, I don't think so. Let's focus on sports. Greg would have started with that if that happened. Or it would have happened in the deep end. But, I don't know. Wrecking Ball, it's just bad. I don't know. Because of the bad ending. F tier. No, not F tier. Man. F tier. Because I'm in C tier. It's not here now. So, yeah. I think it's F tier, yeah. Well, anyways, next we have The Deep End. Another, like, okay one. It's just like The Getaway. It's the same reasoning. Just nothing really happens. The ending makes no sense, so it's actually worse than The Getaway. But yeah. Or the last part, like that last action scene. That's pretty much it. It's like the same as The Getaway, but worse. So I think that makes a D tier, actually. So next we have Big Shot. I think this is another B tier because, I mean, it's kind of forgettable. Nothing really happens, and the ending is really predictable. It kind of is. It's just about sports. It's just one long story. And one long story isn't my favorite thing, but it's still fine because I'm used to it in books because that's pretty much what a book is. But, like, it's not all over the place. But yeah, like, Big Shot, it's fine. It's a book. It's better than The Long Haul, and I think Double Down is actually better than The Long Haul. Okay. There we go. And that is better. Actually, no, Big Shot is fine. It's under The Long Haul and Double Down. Long Haul and Double Down are pretty controversial with these. Well, Double Down is more controversial, but I feel like a lot of people just, like, are in the middle with The Long Haul. Anyways, next we have Diaper Overload. I think Diaper Overload is kind of bad. It's really just, like, it's kind of predictable with the hands on the van. Like, of course they're not going to win. I mean, it's just, like, nothing ends up happening, really. But the only part that I like is the Garbage Pail Kids reference, and that's it. But, it's really just, like, it should have been in Roderick's perspective. There's not enough Greg, which is surprising from a book that's about Roderick. Like, Roderick Rules has enough Greg, but there's no Greg. Like, I want Greg. Like, make Diary of Roderick if you're going to do something like this. It's just, like, nothing even happens. Greg doesn't even really help Loaded Diaper. I don't even know. And, like, the metallic chihuahua keeps coming back for some reason. It's just kind of annoying. I know it's, like, a Metallica reference. Yay, but it makes me not like Metallica anymore, even though I haven't even heard any other music. I think the cover's kind of cool, though, even though it's, like, pitch black. It still stands out. Like Old School does not stand out at all. Yeah, it's just not good. I don't know. C tier, above The Getaway, though. Oh no. No. My least favorite book, No Brainer. So basically, first of all, it just doesn't even make sense. Nothing makes sense in it. The ending is kind of sucks. Again, it's because Greg goes back to his old school, I'm pretty sure. And then there's a robot for some reason because, it's just too much action. It's like the end, like that last part for the deep end, but it's for a whole book. It's just not good. Like, nothing even happens. Also, I just flipped to a random page, and what on earth is this drawing? I'm glad they didn't draw all the details for that. But anyways, just nothing happens in it. Also, I saw a video yesterday, and it says, will Greg and his classmates save their school before it's shuttered for good? And it makes you think they're gonna save their school, and they don't. I saw that in a video, so. It's just not relatable in any way. Like, there's not even one part that's really relatable. Also, the book thing, like, at the beginning, that sucks. It's just not good. It's not good. It's worse than Wrecking Ball. Worst book ever. And then we have one of the best books. Actually, no, I think there's 5 S tiers. Because it's coming in red hot. You got Hot Mess. I don't know why. But this book just stands out so much from the rest. It's just funny. It's good. Stuff happens, and it's just, I don't really know. It's just good. Stuff happens. It has Greg's family again. Finally, the title makes sense. It really fits. Pretty much all the titles really fit, but old school not really because of the whole like camp thing. Double Down is just kind of a random title. Yeah, most of the titles fit, actually. The Last Straw, yeah, it does, because Greg is on The Last Straw. But I think I like the back because it's unique, because most of them look like this. Most of them have a big picture. This is a little picture. And I just love it because of that. Not really, that's not the whole reason. But it's just a work of art. I love the cover, too. Like, it starts good. It has, like, even though it's, like, the normal how start, I'm fine with that in this book because it's good. The ending is, I actually didn't expect it. I'm sure most of you are like, oh, my God, so obvious, Miles. But, yeah, I think, you know what? I think this might be my favorite book. Let me change my S tier a little bit. So, I think The Meltdown goes at the bottom, because it has the least amount of stuff really happening. Cabin Fever is above Hard Luck. And then Hot Mess. I think Hot Mess is S tier, but it's below Hard Luck. Yeah. I was just like, would I rather read this than Dog Days? Like, yeah. Would I rather read this than Hard Luck? No, probably not. I'd rather read this than Cabin Fever? No. Roger Girls? No. Like, yeah, so this is the tier list. Wait, did I miss anything? What's this? Oh, it's my other copy of No Brainer. Okay, so here's the tier list. So, at number 1, Roger Girls. 2, Cabin Fever. 2, Cabin Fever. Number 3, Hard Luck. Number 4, Hot Mess. Number 5, The Meltdown. Number 6, Dog Days. Number 7, The Last Straw. Number 8, Old School. Number 9, the first book. Number 10, The Ugly Truth. Number 11, Double Down. Number 12, The Long Haul. Number 13, Big Shot. Number 14, The Third Wheel. Number 15, Diaper Overload. Number 16, The Getaway. Number 17, The Deep End. Number 18, Wrecking Ball. And then number 19, No Brainer. So that's my ranking for every Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. And I kind of had to spread them out on the ranks, or else it would kind of look weird if there's none in a D tier. So, I mean, but honestly, I do think the Deep End is D tier. So that means Diaper Overload is D tier too. Cause I was like, yeah, I don't really want to read. Like, I started reading Diaper Overload, and I just didn't feel like it after, like, the first page for some reason. But The Getaway's, like, fine. Like, Getaways is just fine, you know? I don't really know. It's just fine. But, yeah, that is the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Ultra Ultimate Tier List. Ah! Anyways, oh, say, can you get rid of No Brainer? 'Cause I really so